Yo, what's up, man? This is going to be episode 1 of, I don't know, Wheelhouse podcast, Wheelhouse whatever. We don't know. We don't know what we're going to call it yet. But this is Brandon from Wheelhouse. I'm with Amir Cornier, who I've had the pleasure of being around and coaching since I was a teenager and he was single digits in the barbershop back in the day. We used to get our hair cut literally next to each other, like we are speaking to you right now. So we go way back. He's been at Wheelhouse since we opened up. He's been, I guess, under the wing, and he's seen kind of how I've evolved as a coach and then trying to turn into a business owner, and now he's learning the ropes as well. So he's seen the process. Today's, I guess, video and session is more about, the HLP, trying to figure out how to say this. The HLP cookie cutter approach and how there's like a one size fits all drill approach, which is not the case. And I can say that because I have a guy next to me who's been going through the process for 3 years, all right? And not every drill has worked. He's just now understanding why some drills now work for him. And same thing for myself. I've been doing this since 2022. So Amir's been around. HLP, before HLP, when I was a big blast motion sensor guy. And he wanted to hang himself after every session. Other guys who were with me when I was big on that can also attest to that. But to make a long story short, he's been through the whole entire thing, and I think he can say for himself, and I can say for myself, that this is the one-stop shop to maximizing your hitting potential. Are there more than one way to swing a bat? Absolutely. I know that. We all know that. I mean, damn, I've trained multiple ways to swing a bat. And
Me too.
you know what I mean? And as my dog's literally chasing her tail and eating her tail, that's exactly what it led to. An everlasting circle of, at the end of the day, not reaching your max potential and your results when it mattered the most. So we're going to talk about how it's not a one drill thing fits all. We're going to talk about how to find the right drills. And, hopefully you guys like it. And if not, we don't care. All right. Back to what we were talking about before. The one size fits all approach of HLP, which is a myth. It's not true. It's just what a lot of people who either choose to not understand it or choose to place their stamp of disapproval on it choose to say. They like to put movement expertise to it, as a lot of people may see, and how it's biomechanically incorrect, which is also not true. When you're talking about the high-level pattern system, right? You look at the high-level pattern system, and it's just that, a system, right? It's designed to create launch quickness. It's designed to create more time as a hitter. And for all of you guys that play baseball and hit, as you move up the ranks, the one thing you may or may not realize is that you have less and less and less time to make a decision. And the slower your swing is, the less time you feel like you're going to have. The quicker your swing is, and the more you understand what HLP has to offer, the more time you're going to feel like you have. And that's just the baseline thing. I don't know. Is that what you feel?
No, 1,000%. The launch quickness has changed everything. You see, you can tell just by the way you warm up versus somebody else who's swinging next to you. You can just see the difference. Once you figure out HLP and you see in yourself what it's doing, you see it in other people and you see their flaws, and it's just like, wow. It's just, and then all you want to do is help.
Yeah.
It's crazy how my teammates have come to me for help, and I'm not even doing anything. Like, it's just because I understand like what's going on, and they're like, "Yo, Amir, what do you see? Yo, Amir, what's blah blah blah." It's just understanding the swing, and people see when you understand it, they'll come to you for help, and it's been an eye opener for me because there's been times where I haven't even played, and people are asking me for help. So it's like, it's definitely crazy to see as you understand the swing and people see that you understand the swing, and you just want to help others.
And I think where he's talking about, where he's coming from is kind of a common ground to a lot of guys that I guess can notice something different in guys that have a high level swing is that they're ready earlier. They see the quickness. They see the barrel blur quickly. They see that they're ready at release. And those are things that you don't see with everybody. You see it with guys that are, barreling up balls at a consistent rate, or they just kind of look like their load's done at release. And oftentimes when you look different and when you're performing, people want to know what the heck you're doing, and that's fine. That's good. That's a good thing, right? So when we're talking about this, we're just talking about the ways to reach the common ground, which is creating a quicker swing and creating more time to hit. All right. So let's talk about the first thing, how HLP is not cookie cutter. We'll give you a few examples. We'll go through my experience. We'll go through Amir's experience. We'll go through what we deal with on a daily basis with our clients as well, to explain how it's not cookie cutter. All right. And how when you hear people talk about clinics and how some people come out confused or whatever, we're going to talk about how, clinics are just like a camp. You're simply just, good girl. Yeah, thanks. You're simply just looking and researching and trying to figure out the basis and the foundation of what it is you're there for. And when you're at a clinic and when you're at a camp, no shit, everybody's going to be doing the same thing, because if you're running a camp or running a clinic, you want it to run as smoothly and organized as possible. So you can't have 10, 12, 30, 40, 100 people doing 100 different things. So yeah, everybody's going to be doing the same thing at first. All right? Yeah, everybody's going to be doing the same thing throughout the duration of the clinic, the camp. That's why it's designed that way. It's a clinic and a camp. And when you're done with that clinic and camp, you do one or two things. You leave, do nothing, you don't agree with it, or you just don't really care to research further beyond that, or you leave interested, you want to learn more, and you learn more, you reach out, you see what it is you can do better and how you can do it differently, are there any variations, et cetera, et cetera.
Ask questions.
Very simple. You ask questions or you don't, right? So when people say it's a cookie cutter approach at HLP, they're talking about a clinic they went to in which all of you guys that are getting recruited right now, when you go to a college camp, guess what you're all doing?
Same thing.
The same exact thing. You're all running a 60 most likely. You're all taking infield most likely if you're an infielder. You're all doing your pop times and framing and blocking if you're a catcher. You're all throwing a bullpen or throwing live if you're a pitcher. You're all taking your fly balls and throwing to bases if you're an outfielder. And you're all taking on-field BP, and you're probably all hitting live, aren't you? Is that all the same shit? How come nobody has a complaint there? Right? Anybody got a question there? Anybody got a concern there, right? No. So we went from the last thing, and now we're going to move backwards, but it's not a cookie cutter approach, okay? All right, so we're going to take you guys through the drills that we do with our guys, and explain how all of them may not work. There's a ton of things, a ton of variations you can work through, and we're just going to take you through a few that we like to do with our guys, or explain them, and then Amir and I work out together and hit together, so during our session today, we'll kind of explain that deeper. All right, so we'll start with the foundational piece of HLP, and that's the hand pivot, right? The most foreign thing with HLP is where you see a lot of the instructors that are certified, and you see Rich. He talks about how we need to supinate, right? Top hand supinates, top hand turns up, right? This is palm up, right? Just because you hear supination doesn't mean it's foreign, right? We've all heard the term palm up, palm down before, right? It's the same exact thing, all right? The barrel always works behind you, period. That is common physics, that is common sense. That's why the barrel goes this way and then goes this way, no matter what anybody tries to do when it becomes a push. And you try to like push it down this way, the barrel still got to go this way in order to go forward. All right, look at all the video, it's undeniable. The barrel literally goes backwards before it goes towards the ball. So the common thing you see with HLP is that we talk about the hand pivot and how it has to be all in so the barrel can blur quickly. Everybody's barrel goes rearward. The difference is, does it go rearward with speed, or does it take it some time to go rearwards and then go forward? We want to do that as quickly as possible, all right? We want to get the barrel to the ball as fast as possible. So there are tons of ways to get there, right? One of the fundamental drills that we do when we first get a client, we either take the golf tool that we have, it's like this black gold thing we have. We use that to try to emphasize bending it so you can just feel your hands working. The propeller is one of the best tools that we like to use early on with guys, just to feel hitting the ball with the bottom paddle and just really getting that bottom hand down, top hand up. One of Amir's favorites is top hand, bottom hand work. We use the insider bat. We can use a short bat. You can use your regular bat. There's so many ways to reach that common goal when you're teaching an athlete about the hand pivot. So when you're going over the hand pivot, it's not just a one size fits all. Not everybody can do the propeller. He couldn't. He hated it.
I hated that freaking propeller, bro.
He hates it, right? And that's okay. It didn't work for him. Another thing he hated, the app. He couldn't do it. And he can do swing and release. He can do ball and bases. You can do it right on the app. When he got to the ball, physically coming to him, he just couldn't put it together. So we had to find different cues to get that right. Help him understand it. What is it that's going wrong? What is it that's going right? Right? For me, I'm getting to a point now where I can understand each and every tool and how it's beneficial for me and how my body needs to learn either the hand pivot or tilt or the rear leg or the coil with stretch and fire, all of it, right? So not every drill is going to work for you right away, and not every feel is going to be good for every athlete. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's not going to happen because everybody does move differently. Everybody understands things differently. We've actually had kids that have come in here for assessments, and I've literally told the people that were here, we're not going to teach him the hand pivot because he does it naturally. And a lot of guys do that naturally, don't realize it. And sometimes people, when you tell them to try to do the hand pivot, it throws them off completely when they don't even need to learn it because that's what they're doing already. So that's why assessments are kind of important in the beginning. It's just to take some simple video to see what's going on. And when you're HLP certified or when you're anything of an instructor that's certified with anything, video is your like guideline. It's your baseline foundation of, okay, how do I go about fixing whatever it is with this athlete or improving it? So yeah, that's the hand pivot, right? Tons of different variations, different drills you can do. When you're at a clinic, you're gonna learn maybe one way, 2 ways, drills, feels that work. But there's so many more. Just understand that. There's so many variations, and some may work for you, some may not. Don't work with him, some don't work for me. But there's an importance to understand how each and every one drill can work for other people. Moving on, we have the rear leg stuff, right? Stretch and fire. How to get around your back leg, your back hip, right? How to feel that twisting around the leg so it's stretched up and coiled up and like a spring load, right? There's so many ways to teach that. Stretch and fire is kind of a common drill that we like to use. You can do 90 degrees, which is literally facing the pitcher. You can do 45 degrees, which is facing the opposite middle infielder. You can do from your stance. I personally like to do 90 degrees, and one of my favorites is the variation of just doing it off of one leg. When you're trying to teach people how to be rear-legged and hit off their back leg, one of the first things we go to is make them swing off their back leg, right?
Yeah, literally 1 foot.
Like literally.
One foot swinging, yeah.
And
one leg.
People don't understand all the time. They're like, oh, well, they have an extension leg and a flexion leg and blah, 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 blah. That's not the point here. What their preference is. It's just to understand, okay, here's what a rear-legged launch feels like, and here's what it is when I'm shifting forward to swing, how it feels super awkward. Yeah, no shit. That's the point of being constrained that way. So then you can teach them what the point is. And then from there, you find the drills that, can help you reach that goal. Some guys just can't do rear-legged swings right away. That's okay. You know what you can do? Put them back on 2 feet and just make sure their foot is just slightly on the ground so they have balance, so they have coordination, so they're able to still reach that goal, Other ways to do rear-legged stuff. What do you got? What do you usually like?
I'm stretch and fire, but I'm a big preset guy. So as soon as I step in the box, I have to preset my coil, my scap, and that's how I'm ready to go. Some people can't do that. Like I have people that come to me and they're like, I can't do that. And then you find other ways to do it where it's either stride to no stride, feeling on and around, or just getting that rear leg feeling of the rear leg picking your foot up, not you picking your foot up. It's a lot of things you can do, but me personally, I am big preset, at least 80% loaded before I even pick my foot up.
And that's great too, because that's one of the things we talk about. It's like being 80% loaded is also a feeling you can swing from your stance. A couple other drills that we like to do, like the flamingo drill, the leg hook drill, the Babe Ruth drill, Happy Gilmore. There's step backs. There's tons of variations to understand the purpose of the rear leg and how to coil it and load it correctly, right? Not every drill works for people, and that's okay. That's the purpose of finding a coach that can help you. And again, as we mentioned before, this is a system, the high-level pattern system. So when you have a system, you have a list of drills that can help you, the drills that do help, that have been proven to help. You find which ones help you the best. For example, when we're talking about like tilting and everybody makes fun of the tilting back, right? The wall drill is great for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like it. Like,
I just realized one that I really like, the hook.
Leg hook drill, yeah.
Leg hook.
Leg hook drill is great for guys because it constrains them in the beginning and in order to keep your balance, you have to like create your corner. You have to twist on that leg to feel balance on that back leg, and then you're allowed to stride forward with all that energy gathered up. So the leg hook's a great one for a lot of guys, and no matter your movement capability, it's one that really helps guys feel it and figure out how to load around that back leg correctly. But yeah, going back to like tilt too, man. There's so many drills you can do, like the whack-a-mole drill too. Also, a stretch and fire can be used in tons of variations. Like when I went to the coaches clinic last December, we used the Rebels rack and did stretch and fire, and that's what really helped me feel my low back. Before, I wasn't really feeling my low back. I would feel my upper back, my mid back, and my leg, but I was struggling to feel my low back. And when I did that variation of just doing stretch and fire with the Rebels rack, man, it really helped me out, right? And I've done all the drills, but for me to feel something that way, it really helped. And this is another thing, just to backtrack. A lot of the guys a lot of people that kind of naysay this, they don't realize the importance of actually being able to swing the bat for yourself to be able to relay these messages to your athletes. Like, we swing it damn near every single day. And that's by ourselves. And that could be with our guys sometimes. We'll actually hit in a session with them and compete with them. But the point is not to brag about how good you are and to show how much better you are. That's not the point. The point is sometimes when you're hitting, something clicks and you want to just relay that message to somebody else. Like, we'll be hitting and you'll see today, like, we'll bounce ideas off of each other. We'll like, oh, wow, I felt this. This is exactly what I was feeling. Like, this is why this worked. I was thinking about doing this. And some of them don't even pertain to the drills we just told you about. It's just simple mental cues to help you stay on time, be early, be quick, think being explosive, right? All those things are super important when you're talking about creating a hitting approach, not just a swing. Yeah, this is a high-level swing, but it's also a hitting thing, okay? To help you become a better hitter. So yeah, with all the drills we do and all the variations, we're missing probably a ton too that we haven't even talked about. But like, we just went over a bunch with hand pivot, tilt, rear leg. There's so many different ways to reach this thing, and all the HLP is breaking this, and all that hitting is in general. All instruction is in general. Whether this is strength and conditioning, whether this is throwing, whether this is hitting, you break the swing down into segments. Each drill is a segment of the swing, and each drill may look weird, may feel weird. It's a heavily constrained drill that feels uncomfortable in the beginning, but it's designed to feel that way right now. It's going to feel a little bit awkward, right? If your technique sucks in the weight room, where you're going to have to do some things that feel really awkward, that may hurt a little bit, and they don't really like feel good, but if you do them over time and you keep tracking your progress through video and your numbers in the weight room, your technique improves. It doesn't feel as awkward anymore, and all of a sudden you're putting up a hell of a lot more weight. You're much faster, you're much stronger, you're much more durable, much more mobile, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, it's the same concept of hitting. The drills are going to feel awkward at first. They may. Some of them may not. Some of them you may hate, but they're going to feel slow in the beginning. They're going to feel weird in the beginning, but then you do it over time and something clicks, and all of a sudden, boom, you get it, right? So that's what kind of what we wanted to talk about today in this first little episode, this little segment. We hope you guys liked it, and like, comment, follow, subscribe, leave your feedback on what you guys want us to talk about more. Today was more of a hitting-based day. If you want us to talk about more strength and conditioning, anything throwing-wise, fielding finesse over here. Hear what he's got to say about defense and fielding, what have you. But, hopefully you guys liked it. If you have any more information you'd like to know, you know where to find us. And you got anything?
No, you got it. You got it covered.
Yo, you see I got that covered. You see what I'm saying? Damn, God. Anyway, bro, we love you guys. All right, thanks for your support, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.